Alright, vocal ducking. Vocal ducking uses the vocal track as a sidechain input to compress another track. This uses the vocals to make room for themselves. Alright, here are the vocals.
All around me are familiar faces,
and the synth track.
Worn out places, worn out faces.
The synth is covering up the vocals. Load up a compressor on the synth track, and in the sidechain, select the vocal track as the input. I'll exaggerate the ducking effect so you can hear it clearly.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
Obviously, when you're mixing a song, subtlety is key. You don't want it this obvious. If you look at the instance of massive I used to make this audio track, you can see most synths are fairly wide and vocals tend to be in the center of the mix. So the synth and the vocals are really only conflicting in the center of the stereo spectrum. If you set up an effects rack with two chains, you can duck just the center of the stereo field, leaving the sides wide and full volume in the synth. Rename one M for mid and one S for side. You put a utility into each of these, and for the mid, you put it down to 0% width, which allows just the mid through. And on the S, you put in a utility with 200% width, which allows just the wide parts through. So what you have now is the full stereo spectrum, but you've separated it into the center and the sides. When you play it, it should sound exactly the same as if there was nothing there. Now you take the compressor and you put it on the center chain. Now only the center gets ducked, but the sides still go through, and it should sound like...
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere.
And you could hear the vocals squishing the center channel down while the sides stay up.